Hello, all of my followers of Sami Tech YouTube channel. How are you? I am fine, thanks to God. Now, in this video, I will show you Python programming functions, the third section or the third part of Python programming about functions. How functions are declared, how functions are called and executed in Python programming language. Let us start the video. Before that, please like, share, subscribe my video or my channel. Thank you. So what is function in Python or at the whole in programming language? Function is a block of codes which only runs when it is called. What is called? The function is called. That means the function name is called, the code block or the block of statements included or bounded under the function of that function is called function, and this function is executed when the function name is called. This is how functions in Python programming language work. Or simply, when we define a function in Python by passing a certain arguments or without arguments and list down some block of statements enclosed by that indentation or bounded on the function, and after we declare this function, we execute the function to perform or compute the function. So we should call it. After we call it the function, when the function is running or when we compile the function or the source code, the function is executed that function. Good. So when we create a function in Python, the function declaration keyword which is called def. def is a keyword used for function declaration in Python. Good. Like class for Javas. To create a Java class, we use the keyword class. Like to that in Python programming, to create a function, we use the keyword called def. 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 Yeah. So this is the keyword used to create a Python function. Then the next one is to call a function, use the function name call followed by list of parameters if the parameter is included or found when we declare the function. Let us see each using diagrammatically. This is the keyword def to create a function, then followed by the function name. For example, this one, thing, and open and close parentheses, at the end colon. In the parentheses, you may pass list of parameters or without parameters. So this is one example of simple function in Python programming. Let us see. Def keyword followed by function name, thing, and then open and close parentheses, and finally the two dots or colons. At this point, inside the parentheses, you can pass a parameter or you can just simply leave it without parameter. So in the next line of the function, you should indent the line. That means you should bound or include list of statements under the function. So this way of expression or way of indentation is used for the function. All list of statements under the function is enclosed by that function. Like C++ program we use for function braces to announce or to bound list of statements is the part of that function. Like to that in Python, we use indentation. That list of statements is under the above function or the above statement. So this is list of statements. After that, we call the function to execute the function. We should call it. So this thing is the function name. When we call this without any semicolon, colon or whatever, and no any followed any termination punctuation mark. So simply think, then open close parentheses. If there is list of parameters in the declaration of the function, you should pass the list of parameter values when you call it, or when you call the function name, because if you pass the parameter list of parameters in the definition, you should pass it the value of that parameter list of parameter in calling function. Unless in otherwise, if the function name is empty parameter, when you call that function, there is no need of passing any parameter value or argument to that function call. Print zip thing. So when we execute this function, the output is here: hello fun zip hello fun. That means print hello fun, this one. When you call this one, these two line of code output is printed. Then print zip, this string value is printed or displayed. Then when also thing, the function name is again called here, and the second way of displaying or 2 times the function is executed. If you add another thing here, if you another calling function thing, so when the code is executed, or when the compiler gets this line of code, again another hello fun is also executed. This is how functions are declared, how functions are called in Python programming language. Good. We call this reusable piece of code as functions. Once you write somewhere and called it, or called that function name, you can use this or reused this piece of codes. This is called the concept of functions. Good. There are 2 ways of functions in Python programming. The first one is built-in function. That means provided as a part of Python: print, input, type. As you see here, this is built-in function Python. This is also built-in function. This is built-in function. This is built-in function. This is built-in function. And the second one is functions that we define in our service, or custom functions, or user-defined functions, like in C++, Java, and others. In Java methods, in C++ functions, and the like. In Python also, functions can be created or defined in 2 ways: by using user-defined function, and already built-in functions by calling the built built-functions of the Python libraries. It is already defined somewhere in Python library, and after you, or when you want to call that function, the only step that, or the only thing is called that function. For example, print is already defined in the Python library, and when you want to do something displayed to the screen, some information of your code, you can use or call the print method by default. Print method as it is. How it works, you don't want. Just call it and use it. This is built-in functions in Python. But end user defined functions, or functions that defined by our own service, is called custom functions or built-in functions. In this way, or in these types of functions, you should write down piece of codes that does or perform some tasks. For example, Fibonacci number display method, or calculating method, or whatever, any function that you wanted to perform, define somewhere and save it. When you wanted to do that task or operation, you only call the function name by itself, and every information or processes are performed by your Python compiler or interpreter, because functions are writing somewhere, calling that function, and use it using the calling principle. This is what you call user-defined functions. We avoid keywords. When you define functions by your own service or custom functions, you should take care avoiding keywords or Python reserved words like return, like float, like input, like int, and the like. This is Python reserved words. So do not type or give a name for your custom function. Python's reserved keyword. Good, this is the point. Python reserved keyword. Rather, you should give your own new names. This is how you create custom functions in Python. Good. In Python, a function is some reusable code that takes arguments as input, does some computations, and then returns a result of that computation. That is how functions work in Python or in other programming language. We define a function using the def keyword, as I told you before. For example, let's see in practical Python. So after we define this Python IDE or open Python IDE, write file and click a new file, then write your new Python source code like def add, for example, or display name, for example, display name, call this. You automatically Python compilers place the second line of your functions line or code indent or included by the upper line of your function. So here print my name is Sami Tech, for example, Sami Tech. The strings should be enclosed using single quote, unless and otherwise it is not allowed in Python. It is syntax error. Then to for example here let a equal to 5. Let a equal to 5 here. If a less than 5, here a should be 1. Yeah, if a less than 5, print Sami Tech. Here execute the display function. To execute the function, you should call that function name, display name. Save it. Okay, fun1.py. you should be give the name of your file with .py extension, then run it, expected semicolon here. Yeah, after the condition is checked, run it. Expected indent block if statement is, yeah, that's it. Again, print this is out of function. This is out of function. Here again, print. What about this one? Yeah, it should be single quote. Okay, good. This is out of function. This is inside the function. This is how Python functions work, or how we declare Python functions and execute Python functions. So this is function declaration or function function definition, and this is function call. To execute this function, you should call the function. Otherwise the function by itself does not execute by itself. Good. Let us pass to the next one. In Python, a function is some reserved codes, as I told you. We define function using the def keyword, as I told you before. We call or invoke the function by using the function name, parentheses, and argument. If there is some list of parameters in function definition, you should include or pass a value in your calling function parentheses, inside the parentheses. Let's see this big equal to max of hello world. This is argument. This is the function name. This is the variable that holds the function, the call function result. Let's see big equal to max of hello world. Print big. The output of this is load to this big variable, and when we print the big, this value is displayed. That means this one, or the result. Tiny equal to Minew of hello world. This is the argument, and this is the function name, and the output of this function is load to this variable. When we print this variable, the output is displayed. Good. Max function, for example, big equal to max of hello world. Print big, like that of the previous one. The same is true here. Def max of imp blah 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 for x in np exists blah 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 and so like. So type conversion in Python, or casting from one data type to another data type. Let us see here. Print float of 99 over 100, meaning 0.99. By default 99 is integer, so when we cast it or convert it to float, the output should be 0.99. Unless it has the right, the result is 0. Let us see practical in our IDE. Here, just comment it using multi-line comment, and here print 99 over 100. What will be the output? Let us see. Save and run it. 0.99. By default it converts to float value. Let if a equal to 8, c equal to a over 10, for example. Print c. What will be the output? Print c, save it and run it. 0.8. the same as by default it converts to float. Formally it should be converted or casted to float, or by default automatically it casts from integer to float by Python library. Just I equal to 42 for example. Here to now, or to see what is the value of type of C, run it. Type of I, for example, type it is keyword. Run it. Yeah. Type of C. It should be display here, for example, type of C. The value of C is float, or the class is float. Let that equal to 90. Type that class it is integer. So when we wanted to divide x equal to z over 10, print or here what is the value of x here? Type x. The class is float because z is 90 over 10 or 90 over 100. What will be the value of 100? And here what will be the value of x? I think it should be float here. Yeah, float again. So this y is used to cast or now the data type value, or the data type, which types of data type or class is it, that value. And the like is used to now the data type's value, or convert one data type to another data type. Good. Let's see string conversion. For example, sval is equals to 1, 2, 3. Type of sval, it is a string. Let's see it and concatenate or add to another value. For example, here a equal to in single quote under single quote name. Let z or q equal to a plus 5. It is impossible because the value of key is a string and the value and 5 is number plus string plus number is not allowed in Python, or it is not allowed to concatenate string with numbers. So you should first convert the string data or the integer data to the same type. So here q equal to int of what, a plus 5. Again, it is not possible. So first it is better to convert it the same data type. So yeah, string. Okay, what first you should cast or convert to another data type. Q is equals to int of a. What's the problem? Invalid literal for int with base 10 name. A is equals to name. Yes. Then next one. Say in as a new, let z equal to name, x equal to 7, c equal to z plus x, or z concatenate with x. It is impossible. So z or v equal to int of z. Line number 1 with base 10, invalid literal for int. No, it is allowed. This guy is around. Type string print value int of swap is equals to int of z int of okay. Sorry, there is a mistake. Sorry. ማድረግ ያለብን ምንድነው? መጀመሪያ z equal to ይሄን ቁጥር ነው። ይሄን string ነው በሲንግል ኮት ሲደረግ። So this string value, when we want to concatenate to another number, it is impossible. So x equal to 90. When we concatenate c equal to z plus x, it is impossible. To fix this or to concatenate z with x, first we should change the value, the literal value of z to another or into number form. So v equal to int of z. Then after that c equal to z plus x, not z, v plus x. When we print the value of c, 2 1 3 2 1 3. What does yeah 123 plus 90, it is 230. That means ቀጥታ መደመር ይሆናል ማለት ነው። እዚህ ጋር ፕሪንት print what no v comma single quote space comma x comma single quote space single quote comma whatever c here we can put here, and here we can add this one. Yeah, 123 plus 90 equal to 230 የሚል operation ይመጣልናል ማለት ነው። So to concatenate one data type to another data type, you should use data conversion methods or functions. Good. What is next here? If the cost interface, it is not possible. It is not possible. ይሄን ወደ ኢንቲጀር መቀየር አንችልም ማለት ነው። አንችልም። function of our own እስካሁን ያየናቸው እነዚህ built-in function ናቸው። for example type if built-in function ነው። print built-in function ነው. int somewhere is it? Yeah, int of this argument, it is also built-in functions. When come to our own functions or custom functions, we follow basic rules of identifiers in other programming language and in Python also, and other programming languages like. So built on our own functions, we create a new function using the keyword div, followed by the optional parameters in the parentheses. It is optional. If you wanted to pass some variables or some list of values of that parameter, you can list down list of parameters. Otherwise, without parameter, you can create or define your functions with empty parentheses. Just this defines the function but does not execute the body of the function. አሁን እዚህ ጋር ዲፋይን አድርገናል ፈንክሽናችን ግን ኤክስኪዩት አላደረግነውም። ይሄን ፈንክሽን ኤክስኪዩት ለማድረግ መጨረሻ ላይ ምን ማድረግ ይጠበቅብናል? የፈንክሽን ኔሟን ኮል ማድረግ ይጠበቅብናል ማለት ነው። ፈንክሽን ኔሟ ይቺ ነች ማለት ነው። this is the div keyword, this is the custom name of that function, the custom name of that function or the function. So after we declare or write down the first line, this line, the second line should be indent one step or one wait space. That means this line is included under these functions. This is what the indentation is. Good. print lyrics ስንለው ምን ያደርግልናል ማለት ነው? እነዚህን ሁለቱን ስቴትመንቶች ተመልሶ ሄዶ ዲስፕሌይ ማድረግ ይጀምራል ማለት ነው። እቺ ኮሊንግ ትባላለች ማለት ነው። ኮል እንላታለን ማለት ነው። x equal to 5 print hello, div print lyrics, these two lines of code, and when we print yo, and when we call this print method or function, this two line of code is displayed. This is how functions are declared and how functions are called to execute that function in custom functions in Python. Good. Definition and uses of Python. Let's see with example. For example here a new let div add or let names, and here after indent it is necessary to list down list of statements under the function. So you should indent first, then let print with single page, single quote ababa new line, print age equal to single quote comma 10 single quote 10 and then it is enough. Call the function name here. Call the function name here. Colon is necessary after defining function name. Yeah. When we execute this line of code, it displays these two outputs. Names. Okay. This is S. Yeah. Ababa age equal to 10. But when we remove this and execute this one, there is no any output. Yeah, no any output. So to execute this function, you should call that function. Yeah, this is the output. This is custom functions. How custom functions work. Good. Then the next one is, once we have defined the function, we call or invoke it as many times as we can. ምንድነው ኮል ባደረግነው ቁጥር እየተመለሰ ሄደ ኤክስኪዩት ያደርጋል function ማለት ነው. When we call it, the compiler or the interpreter executes the function. When we call it, it executes again the function. When we call it, it executes again the functions. This is how calling works in Python. Let's see x equal to 5, print hello, diff print lyrics. This two line of code is the body of the function. The body function print here, print lyrics, x equal to x plus 2, print x. Okay, this is hello yo. This is the first output. This one, this is this display. This two line of display is for the function. This when we call the function name here, this two line of display is displayed. Then after this execution, this when we print this line of code, this output is displayed. This is how custom functions work in Python. Good. What is argument in Python? An argument is a value we pass into the function as it is input. The raw material, the ግብአት የምንሰጣቸው ማለት ነው. raw matter or what we call raw input to perform some operation or computation. This is what argument is in Python or in functions as a whole. So we use arguments so we can direct the function to do different kinds of works when we call it in different times because of their calling arguments, passing arguments. We put the arguments in parentheses after the name of the function, like this: big equal to max of hello world. This is argument. Inside the parentheses is argument. You can pass a number of arguments, 1, 2, and n times, many times, based on your problem. Let's see here. A parameter is a variable which we use in the function definition. It is a handle that allows the code in the function to access the arguments for a particular function when we invoke that function. Let's see here. Diff greet lang. Lang is an argument. If lang equal to es, print hello. Else if lang equal to fr, print bonjour. Else print hello. Without es and fr, any input when you feed or when you pass as value, the output is this one. The output is this one. Let's see in practice. Just open our ID first. Here give comment for the previous example and define your function. Diff calculation. Let's pass the operator. Let's pass the operator op our function expect some operator, and after we give you the operator, our operation is performed. Let's see here. If if op equal to in single quote plus first it is necessary. Yeah, we can define variables in line with when we want to use it directly. When defining a variable and using that variable at the same time in Python, it is allowed. So sum equal to let a plus b, let a plus, but we should give the value of that the value of these two variables, a equal to 100, b equal to sorry, a 100, b equal to 50. Then if op equal to plus operator, sum equal to a plus b, print the sum is colon quotation comma sum. We concatenate the result of the operation to the sum is statement. Good. If op equal to minus sign, print what? Diff equal to diff, that means difference, a minus b. Here print the difference is colon quotation single quote comma diff. Good. Let scroll up it, or we can remove this part. Then next on elif op equal to under single quote multiplication, we should put colon here, that means product equal to a times b, print the product is colon quote single quote comma pro. Then here elif op equal to what? The last one is multiplication, divider, I think divider equal to a over b, print the divider is colon comma quotation colon diff, and close the quotation and parenthesis. Finally elif we can add more conditions if you want to another arithmetic operator. For example, modulus. Elif op equal to modulus remainder remi equal to a modulus b, print remainder colon quotation comma remi. Finally else whatever the above condition is not satisfied, if for example you put number or other string characters, what will be the decision or the condition that satisfied is not on the above condition. It should be displayed the following information: print the entered character or operator is not arithmetic operator. This is finished. Then finally, after you define your function or create your function, you should execute or call it the function. Unless in otherwise your function is not executed. Let's see, run this code and see what will be happen. Run it. No. Okay, there is a problem here. What is an indent? Does not match any outer indentation. An indent, that means for example this one. Okay, back to this. The same indentation level should be the same privilege or the same operation. Save it, run it again. Let's clear it, this one, and run it again as a new and see what will be happen. Yeah, please enter the operator, for example plus sign. The syntax incomplete input. What does mean? If op equal to the function not called, the function is not called to execute this function, so you should be call your function. What you do or is here, copy your function name in order to reduce the risk of error happening, then call the function. When you call your function, you should be pass one operator. You should be pass one operator like this one, plus this one. When we save it and execute our source code, the first condition is satisfied, then the output looks like this one. Let's see how it works. This called function, when the execution starts, this called function back to your main function and starts execution here. And when during the execution the first condition is satisfied, that means OOP equal to plus sign, then sum equal to a plus b, then print the sum is this one is displayed. This is how functions are work in Python. Just change this one as modulus sign. That means modulus sign means this condition is true, the remaining the above condition is false. So what will be happen, this is passed in at this line is satisfied, then this output is executed and displayed. That means a is 100 over 50 equal to 2, so the remainder is 0. Let's see the output. Yeah, the remainder is 0. What will be happen if this one is 26, 100 over 26 modulus 26? Run it, save it and run it. Yeah, remainder is 22. What will be is it is 3. Run it. 100 modulus 3 1, 33 errors na 33 times 3 99 plus 1 100. Let's see here. Element is a modulus b, display on, yeah, here, comma, remainder before that a comma quotation equal to a comma quotation space quotation comma b comma quotation comma, that means 100 here, modulus this side modulus 3 equal to this one, equal to what is this? A over b, we can comma a over b comma quotation equal to here this one value equal to this value, and the remainder equal to colon remainder. Save it and see what will be the output. What will be the output? Save, run it. What's the problem? B. Yeah. Save it, run it. A remainder. This is for this. This one is this modulus for this. B. For this. Yeah. Quotation colon comma is necessary here. Run it. Yeah, this is output. 100 modulus 3 equal to 33, and the remainder is 1. The remainder is 1. We can cast it as int of this value. We can recast it in integer to display the integer part. Yeah, 33 times 3, 99 plus 1, 101. So here you can add more. You can add more. Print what the value of remainder, remi plus plus a over b, the value of int a over b value times what? B times b. That means a equal to, you can here see a comma single quote equal to single quote comma this one. Yes, save it, run it. You can get the original value 100. Yeah, 100 equal to 100 to check the operation is correct or not. We can do by this. So within this line of code, show line number, within 24 line of code, you can back this 23 line of code, we can declare or create a function that calculates the arithmetic operation or computes or arithmetic computation of two numbers. This is how to create built-in functions in Python. Our ID here, close with a comment and def new function fun2 here what val if val equal to what single value equal to first f for example, or a, print here, yeah, space is necessary, print here you are first, else if val equal to what, b equal to b, print what, you are second, else yeah, at the end of each condition, if else colon is necessary, else print what, else print no information is given. You can say this. After that you should call the function fun underscore 2 and pass value of that function, because when you define a function you pass one value as an argument or as a parameter. So after you completing the function, and when you want to call that function, you should pass the value of that parameter. Just here for example val as it is, and when we save it and execute, this colon is necessary here actually. Okay, when you run it, no information display. When you pass this as f again and run it, no information again. But when we pass B here, what is the output? Guess it. I think this condition satisfies, so the displayed information is your second is displayed right here. Execute. Yes, you are second. This is how parameters in functions you work in Python. Good. So the second one is how to pass the many arguments in Python. So let us see in practice. Open our ID and then close this function with a comment and define a new function. Pass to parameters. Let let the parameter should or may have val1 comma val2, val1 comma val2 colon. Then after here, if val1 equal to val2 print you are the same, else or if else print different, print you are different. You are different. When we call this function, this function, just to remove or reduce the problem of error, copy it and paste and pass the value of the first two arguments. For example, 1,2. This means the value of the first, the value of this parameters is integer 1 and 2, but this is different, so the second one is executed. Let us see when we run it. Yeah, you are different. But when we pass it as 2,2, run it again, see what's the output. Yeah, you are the same, because the first and the second argument value is the same. What about the first argument is integer and the second argument is string? How? Let's see. If val1 equal to val2 and val1 equal to val1 greater than 80, just it is good logic. If val1 greater than 80 and val1 val2, let val2 equal to let mail with a single quote, you are above 80 and young man, else you are and should be the two condition should be satisfied. I'll send as the rest the second, or here we can add elif val1 greater than or less than or equal to 80, or the equal to sign should come on the above statement. Okay, here less than 80 and val2 equal to should be double equal sign for a comparison, and a single equal sign is used to assign values for a variable. Equal to woman or female, female print what? Print you are female and less than 80. Let's run it, else you are different, or the criteria is not satisfied. You can display this message, but for passing you should pass based on your argument's data type. The first one is integer, the second one is string. So in the second one you can pass here Yoni, and for the second parameter value you can pass as male. Save it and run it. What will be the output? This condition is satisfied, I think. Let us see what is the output. Not a problem. Yeah, single quote is necessary here. Yeah, single quote is necessary. Save it and run it again. Good. You are above 80 and young man. This condition is satisfied and this output is displayed. What will be this one? Is 10. What will be the value of the first parameter or argument value is 10. What will be satisfied, or which condition is satisfied? Let us see the output. Run it and see the output. Okay, the criteria is not satisfied because 10 here, 10 greater than or equal to 80, false. Pass it. If val less than or equal to 80, 10 less than or equal to 80, true, and val equal to female, no, it is male. So this is also passed. And the last condition is not, any condition is not satisfied. This one is printed. This line of code is printed. So this is displayed. What will be, which condition is satisfied to display female? The second condition should be satisfied. That means the past argument should be greater than 80, greater than let's 70, and this value should be female. This value should be female. Let's save it and run it. What will be is displayed? Yeah, you are female and less than 80 is displayed. So you can use your custom defined functions in Python based on these principles. You declare it. You should be take care about your indentation. Diff is this is under if clause or if statement. This if statement is under the function and up to this, but finally your called function should be out of the brace, like the same stage or the same level of indentation to your function's declaration. Listen, otherwise you may get an error. So please take care about your indentation in Python. Good. Let us see the next one. Return value. What is return value in Python? Often a function will take its argument, do some computations, and return a value to the called function when you are called it and execute your function. The return keyword is to return value. Return የሚባል keyword አለ value ነው return እንዲያደርግልን ማለት ነው. Like that of diff, it is a reserved keyword for Python and other program like too. So diff great, this is a function. Return hello, return is a keyword to return a value for this function. So print great, greeny, hello greeny, hello salary. This is how return values work. A fruitful function is a function that produces a result or returns value to the called function. But the return statement indicates the function execution and sends back the result of that function to the called function. This is how return works. The output of this return is called to this function, and when we call this function, this output is displayed. This output is displayed like this one. Great ስንጠራ value display ይሆንልናል ማለት ነው። Good. Argument parameters and results. Diff max imp // for x in imp np / return w or string parameter. So multiple parameters you can pass as I show you in the previous example. Function or not a function. Organize your code into paragraphs, capture a complex thought and name it. Don't repeat yourself, make it work once and then erase it. If something gets too long or complex, break it up into logical chunks and put these chunks in function. Simplify your problem in main functions, and when you want to call or use that function, you can call by its function name simply. So make a library of a common stuff that you do over and over. Perhaps share this with your friends. Once you define it, you can share that library and their friends or your colleagues or your partners can use your code by calling on simply calling your function, because your function once defined you can use anywhere by including your function as a library in your header file. Good. As a summary, how functions are declared and executed or called. Built-in functions or Python built-in functions or functions that is included in your Python library. Type conversion float into like this. Strings also we cover in this video. String conversions, parameters, function with parameter and without parameter, with parameter, single parameter and multi-parameter, with different data type. We already discussed in this video. Arguments, values, result, fruitful function and non-fruitful functions. With a void return type, it is non-fruitful, but if you have a return type, it is fruitful function. Why use functions? We use functions to reuse your code somewhere, anywhere when you want to call or when you want to use that source code. You can simply call your function name and perform your problem. This is all about this today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share to your friends. Thank you. We will get meet by another video of the next topic of Python lesson. Thank you.